Today I will give my review on Redo of Healer. While this series is about rape, manipulation, and revenge, in my opinion, it is done in a way where you can follow that story and still see plenty of interesting characters and plots. The animation, the voice acting, and stories are all done well. It is especially interesting because the main protagonist of the series is also the main antagonist in a way, and you can actually understand why he's doing all these immoral things he does throughout his journey. And unlike most guys who possess a harem, Kyoruga actually does something with it, and you've got to respect that. Kyoruga also learns and copies the abilities of others, which is super smart, and becomes a much more powerful and dangerous foe, however. I wish Kyoruga copied the abilities of both Hawkeye and Blade before killing them, as well as making Blade one of his mistresses, instead of having her killed. It may have its troubles, but I still rather enjoy this series as it's rather different from other anime. And I for one hope that the rest of the manga is made into more episodes. Redo of Healer is hands down the most thrilling, intense, and insane mix of action and isekai I've ever experienced in anime. Every single episode had me on the edge of my seat, whether it was the brutal revenge scenes, the dark psychological twists, or the insanely bold and steamy isekai moments. The story is dark but powerful, and the main character is unlike any typical anime protagonist. He's cold, clever, and completely unpredictable. I absolutely love the way the series blended violence, strategy, emotion, and eroticism all into one wild ride. This anime gave me everything I wanted and more. I genuinely hope there will be a second season. And I'd love to see more anime like this in the future. If you're into intense, revenge stories mixed with adult themes and high energy, this is the anime for you. Great story that leans a little too heavily on the sex scenes. Very violent, the sex scenes are effectively softcore hentai, only half of which are plot-based. Some of it seems like it's there for the sake of being there, which makes it less of a story and more pornographic. However, the storyline itself is strong enough to hold its own, and would have done a lot better if they'd toned down the amount of gratuitous scenes to accommodate what was required by the story and the plot. Character development and dialogue are all very well crafted, but are sadly let down by the constant need to push the story into sexual territory. Thank you for watching this video.